It seems like a never-ending problem, but city officials are taking another shot at parking in La Crosse. The new idea is actually promoting an old one. News 8's Kyle Dimke joins us now in our newsroom with more.
Well, this spring, ideas of citywide parking regulations were mentioned and shot down by the community immediately. This time, instead of a citywide approach, La Crosse officials are encouraging block-by-block parking restrictions. And it's up to you and your neighbors to decide.
In the Powell-Pogue-Hamilton neighborhood on La Crosse's south side, resident Andrew Landre says neighbors battle parking problems every day.
In my neighborhood, we have a very big issue in that some of the neighborhood employers who have a lot of commuters, they drive into the neighborhood, they park there, and then they leave.
But Landre never has to worry about parking. His residential parking permit gets him a front row spot in front of his house all day, every day.
So I always have parking in front of my house because of the 2-hour parking that's here. And on the other side of the street, though, you see that it fills up every single day with commuters who don't live in the neighborhood but work very nearby.
People have not been really aware of what they could do, and I think that one of the things people have not been aware of enough either is the residential parking permit.
City Councilwoman Sarah Sullivan says residents can change the parking rules on their block at any time. All you need is $25 and a few signatures.
With 50% or more of the signatures of the residents/owners of properties on a block, that you could get the regulations for that particular block changed.
Sullivan says this approach puts parking issues in the hands of individual areas, instead of a blanketing change impacting those who don't need it. She only has one concern.
If we restrict parking more here, that it's going to move to the next block. How far does it have to move before we want to make some broader regulation? I don't know about that.
Landre says the 2-hour parking in front of his house is great and would recommend it to anyone.
And until there's 2-hour parking put up in front of your house, you're open to having commuters parking in front of your house because, like it or not, it's still a public street.
Sullivan says the current ordinance states that if your street has any type of parking restrictions, every licensed driver in the home is allowed a residential parking permit at no cost.
Thanks a lot, Kyle. If you would like to make a change on your street, we do have a link to the paperwork you'll need on our website, news8000.com.